has had a good day so far. It has been cold and raining, and I've been hiding in the house because I did not want to go outside today. So if you had to go out, I apologize. I'm sorry for you. But from here, if you can stay in now, just stay in. This is like stay in the house, hot chocolate weather, good movie, blanket on the couch, sleep half a day if you can. If you're off this week, we have the pleasure of being off work this week, which I am so excited about because I do need a little bit of rest and I do need a break, and I'm pretty sure everybody else does too. So, the kids are probably at home, and I know, I think the virtual kids are still in because my nephew is actually still having classes virtually, but the kids that are in school are actually getting a break. So, God bless you, parents, because that just means more work still that you got to do during this week. And I know that just the shopping and getting ready for the holidays is enough by itself to have without having to do some extra schoolwork too. So you have my sympathy and my prayers. I appreciate y'all working with the kids and sticking with them through this holiday season. Let's see what is going on. Well, I'm not going to talk about anything political because if I want to boost this video later, they won't let me. So we'll not talk about you know who in the you know where that won't leave the you know where so the you know who can get back can get into the you know where. But anyway, y'all know who I'm talking about. Anyway, so let's see. I will say this. Let me just ask this. If you would just pray for my family. We lost our oldest brother this past week, so we're gonna have his service this Saturday, and I want to make sure that my family knows far and near we love you. We understand if you cannot make it to the service due to COVID, and some other things that are going on, but we're praying for everybody, keeping each other in prayer. And, this is a tough one. Any death is tough, but for it to be our oldest brother, and for me, it's the first sibling I've lost. So I've had, I think, every emotion it is to have in the last couple of days. And I know that my other sisters and brothers have too. So if you would just keep our whole family in prayer and just keep us lifted. And, think about us on Saturday. Say a prayer for us on Thanksgiving or say a prayer for us tonight. But just think about us because this is harder, even more so because it's right around the holiday and losing someone. So, and my husband also lost his uncle last night. So just pray for the whole family. Keep us lifted. Pray for our strength, that we can handle what's coming in the days. And, we have services now to get ready for. So, for those that do have to travel, please just pray for their safe travel. And housekeeping before we get to the good stuff. If you have not liked the page already, please go over now on Facebook and go to the Ladies Lounge with Wonder Lowe and like my page there. And then if you haven't subscribed on my YouTube channel, go there. I am slowly but surely trying to build that channel. I need to go over and do some live videos and do some other things to kind of advertise it a little bit. But I'm trying to build subscribers there also. And I'm trying to build the page up. So if you haven't liked this or subscribed, please visit the Ladies Lounge Wonder Lowe on Facebook and then subscribe on YouTube at the Ladies Lounge Wonder Lowe. Now, we also have an Instagram page. So if you see us on that one, click on that one, like us on that one also. Now, that's all of the housekeeping stuff I have for you because I'm ready to watch some amazing food getting put across this screen. I'm ready to watch a good chef. I'm ready to see some Top Chef. What is it? What is that show? What's the one? It's one of Super Chef, not Super Chef. What's the name of it?
Top Chef and Chopped.
Yeah. Well, I want Chopped. I want. What's the other one? The one where they have to compete. The big chefs compete against each other.
Chef.
Are
you talking about Top Chef?
Is it Top Chef? It's one of those shows. I watch so many cooking shows, honey. They start running together for me.
Me too. I've watched all of them.
Right. But anyway, I have again in the studio with me, and I keep saying in the studio, y'all know we at home, right? But anyway, I have tonight with me Chef Yvonne. Your sister corrected me last week. I was calling you Yvonne because I have a cousin named Yvonne. Chef Yvonne Leeper, better known as Chef Mo. Chef Mo is a chef at Kennesaw State University in Atlanta, right?
Right.
Okay. And she also is a private chef and a caterer. So she is going to whip up us a good little idea for Christmas meal tonight. I mean, not Christmas. Well, Christmas or Thanksgiving. A holiday meal tonight. Because by show of hands, who's kind of tired of the traditional turkey, chicken and dressing, all the other stuff? Me too. I'm tired of it too. So tonight we're going to get a good idea of something else we can make that'll be tasty that we can put on the table that'll get us a bunch of oohs, ahs, and belly rubs and eye rolls and all the rest of it. So I am going to stop talking and I'm going to turn it over to Chef Mo. So Chef Mo, it's your show right now. Take it away.
Hey y'all, how y'all doing tonight? Glad to be back on the show again. Well, tonight, let me wash my hands. Tonight, I'm gonna do something different. You have to change up your taste buds every now and then. A lot of people are tired of the traditional holiday turkey and cornbread dressing and all that good stuff. But I'm gonna do. It's not traditional, but I'm gonna add some traditional stuff into it.
Mm-hmm.
So tonight I have a lamb blade chop, and I seasoned it with a holiday seasoning, which consists of sage, dry rosemary, dry thyme, salt, pepper, and some garlic salt. And I let it marinate for a couple of hours. That way, you know, all the seasonings will be in it.
Mm-hmm.
I also have I'm doing a baked sweet potato that I rub with some cinnamon butter that I made.
That sounds good.
And I have some skillet green bean that I'm gonna season with some salt and pepper and butter, and I'm gonna add some onions to it. But also with the sweet potatoes, I made a homemade cranberry sauce.
Okay.
And I use homemade cranberry, regular sugar, and brown sugar. And I just let it cook all the way down until it became a sauce. You know, if you cook the cranberries long enough, they'll start mushing and turn into a sauce.
Yep.
Sometimes you don't have to blend it. I don't want to blend mine tonight because I still want some of the whole cranberries.
Mm-hmm. Now, I have a friend. I hope she is. Matter of fact, I'm finna tag her so she can watch this, so she can see that somebody other than me likes whole cranberry sauce.
Yes, I do. I love it.
I like the texture. It's something about having something to chew. So I
Right.
like whole cranberries. That is too funny.
But with the green bean, I'm gonna add in some
Perfect. I'm finna tag her so she can watch this, so she can see that somebody other than. I'm pulling that down. Sorry about that.
Oh, you okay?
Mm-hmm.
So with the green beans, I'm gonna start them first.
Mm-hmm.
I want the texture to be a certain way on them. I don't want them to be too soft, but I still want them to have a little crunch to it.
Okay.
So I got some green beans and some onions. They're actually snap peas. And I'd rather do that than the green beans. They're so traditional.
Yep. I think the first year I made green bean casserole, my kids had to have been in high school. And my oldest son, oh my God, that is his thing. I have one that has to have ham, one who has to have green bean casserole. Neither of my daughters, which is odd, neither one of them like dressing. So I have to make the alternative to dressing for them is they like wild rice pilaf.
Okay, yes.
Yeah. So I make them a different side. And then I pretty much we had a whole debate earlier this week that potato salad did not belong in Thanksgiving dinner.
I agree. I totally agree.
Really?
I totally agree. Yes.
Oh my God. I have to have potato salad and dressing.
The only time I eat potato salad is around the 4th of July.
Oh my goodness.
I would make some deviled eggs or something like that, but not potato salad.
Oh my goodness. Well,
Yeah.
he would be happy to hear that there is somebody else that do potato salad around the holidays. She's been asking all these food questions all week, and it's been hilarious because my card has been revoked because
Like,
because of my was it my cranberry sauce? Oh no, I like pumpkin pie instead of sweet potato pie.
I don't like neither one of them.
Oh my goodness.
Now I eat some uh pumpkin bread,
Mm-hmm.
but as far as pie, I just can't do it.
Really?
Uh-uh. So I use the cinnamon butter on my sweet potatoes, and I sprinkle a little red peppers on them. I also rubbed it down with a little olive oil. So
Mm-hmm.
I put these in the oven. They'll probably cook for about 15, 20 minutes. You just want them good so they soft.
Mm-hmm.
And then once I get my green beans halfway cooked, I'll add the andouille sauce. I found some brown andouille sauce at the farmer's market.
Oh, that sounds good.
I'm gonna go ahead and add my mushrooms to my green beans.
Mm-hmm.
And the only reason I'm using the andouille sauce is because
Mm-hmm.
it gives more flavor to your green beans.
Okay.
And now I'm going to add my lamb into the pan.
That's a good sugar.
You just want a good sear on them and then finish them off in the oven. It smells so good. Oh my God. Look, these seasonings,
Mm-hmm.
like I be coming up with them in my head when I be sleeping at night. And so
Oh
I
my
have to
goodness.
get up and write it down so I
Uh-huh.
don't forget it.
Mm-hmm.
And so instead of me trying it at home first, I
Uh-huh.
try it first.
Okay, that makes sense.
So, so this season that I put on the lamb, I used it last week at work on our Thanksgiving turkey.
Okay.
And my chef was like, "Oh my God, it's so good." I'm adding it to my recipe book.
I just think that anything that you can put sage on, rosemary, thyme is gonna
Yes,
taste good every time. That's
yes.
always some good stuff.
So I put the top on my green beans so I can just let them sweat, let the
Mm-hmm.
steam sweat them. And I just want to get a good sear on this lamb. You never want to overcook your lamb because it's not going to be good.
Mm-hmm.
So you can cook your lamb. I cook my lamb to like 164. Some people like it at 145, but I like it done.
Mm-hmm. So is that one of those things that, like you're saying, people? I'm like you. I prefer that my meat is done. But I watch, like I say, when you watch the cooking shows, they always tell you, "Oh, you've overcooked your meat." I'm like,
Right.
no,
Yeah.
no. I don't need it to still be half living. I mean, I want my meat
Okay,
living.
so the thing that I found out with lamb,
Mm-hmm.
marinated, even
Mm-hmm.
if you do cook it all the way done, it'll still be tender.
Okay.
Now, if you don't marinate it, it's still gonna have that wild gamey taste in it.
Okay.
So that's why I always try to marinate it that way, because I know I don't. Some days, it just depends.
Mm-hmm.
Some days I might want a little pink in the inside, but some days I don't. You
Okay.
know. So, and a lot of times I have to remind myself that I'm not cooking for me. I'm cooking for other people.
Yeah. Well, just know that mine, you can always cook mine done. I prefer no pink.
No pink.
And lamb is kind of one of those things that you can season kind of anyway.
Yeah, I have a lot of different seasonings that I can
Mm-hmm.
use now. It catches seasoning and it
Mm-hmm.
holds, and that's a good thing.
Yep.
So I'm taking the lamb off and I'm
Mm-hmm.
putting it in the oven
Okay.
because I don't want to overdo it on the top of the stove.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
I made I made cranberry sauce. Well, actually, I made some cranberry orange. Well, look, what did I name it? Cranberry orange ginger jam the other day.
oh, I know that it's so good.
Oh my gosh, it was so good. I've been in this canning mode here for some reason lately. I made some homemade pepper jelly the other day, and it was too good.
Yeah.
So yeah, I have. We go to this place down in Louisiana and buy peppers,
Uh huh.
and we get these huge jars of. It's like candied jalapenos,
Oh
and
wow.
then I cook that down with some onion and red, orange, and yellow bell peppers. Dice them up real fine, and cook that down. And I ain't gonna tell y'all my secret spices I put in. But anyway, it's really good. It's good. You can either eat it like then my stepmom was like, "Can you pour it on cream cheese and eat it?" I was like, "You know what? I hadn't thought about that, but yes." So it would make a really good like appetizer thing,
Uh
but
huh.
it would also be really good on a sandwich or using it as a sauce on some meat.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds.
Hmm. Yep. And then I made my I was supposed to be making strawberry blueberry jam, and I hadn't. My foot started hurting. I hadn't been able to get up and do that just yet. So I guess here in the near future, maybe next week I'll end up making that.
Right.
Hmm.
So I went ahead and I added some andouille sausage
Hmm.
to the green beans. It's all for flavor.
Hmm.
And it smells so good. Oh my God. I wish you could smell this.
I know too. Me too. I'm trying to use my imagination.
So
I'm trying to figure out what would it smell like in the kitchen right now.
I ate earlier, but I
Hmm.
had some Jamaican beef patties.
Hmm.
And I was like, I didn't want to eat too much because whatever I cooked tonight was going to
Hmm.
be my dinner.
Okay.
But that Jamaican patty was so good. Oh my God.
So what does the Jamaican beef patty taste like?
Oh, oh my God. It's so unexplainable. It tastes like okay. It tastes like jerk chicken
Hmm.
with beef
Hmm.
and a fresh fried or baked patty.
Hmm. Okay. Because I'm
Yeah,
imagining jerk chicken, and that's good.
yeah, so just imagine that inside of a patty.
Hmm. Yeah.
Mm, so,
I
and
need
see,
to
I
know
don't
that.
eat chicken, so I
Hmm.
didn't eat the jerk chicken.
Okay. Now wait a minute.
Yeah, I don't eat
I
chicken.
remember you told me that last time you don't eat chicken. Yeah.
No, ma'am.
I eat entirely too much chicken, which I guess most people do. But yeah.
Right. I had my share of it. Don't get me wrong.
Hmm.
I mean, I can remember nights. I could be half asleep, but I'm eating them chicken wings.
Mm-hmm.
And I grew out of it. Like I'm tired.
I think I went through the whole. We had 4 kids at home, so when everybody was home, it was 6 of us, and I probably learned how to cook chicken every way possible it was to cook a chicken.
Right.
And you do get to a point where you're going, you know what? I can't cook another chicken. I don't want another
Exactly.
chicken leg, breast, wing, nothing.
Like I work where I'm from, we
Mm-hmm.
have a chicken plant. And so
Mm-hmm.
I worked in the chicken plant for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And just I mean after that I was like, I don't know. And so
Now
I had
they
chicken.
use
I
different
was like, no,
folks.
I can't do it. I have to
I
keep
thought.
my thermometer all time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care how good of a chef I am, I still need my thermometer.
Mm-hmm. Now tell us how you measure the temp. Wait, how you measure the temp?
Okay, so you always want to get to the fattest part of the meat.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you get your best temp. So you go in straight down the middle. Or if
Mm-hmm.
you got a chicken breast or something, you know it's fatter on one end,
Yes.
stick it off in that fat end.
Mm-hmm. So what
And
temperature are you looking for on the lamb?
on my lamb, I'm looking for 165.
All right.
And we at 145 right now.
Mm-hmm.
Chicken, 165.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta make sure that chicken is cooked. You can get away with, pink with lamb and beef, but I don't trust it with pork. A lot of people do, but I just don't.
I still am trying to figure out how people eat poultry that's pink.
Yeah, I
I
can't do it. I
no.
can't.
Mm-mm.
I've met some people that I've cooked for,
Mm-hmm.
and they want they pork chop to be pink in the inside.
Mm-mm.
And
I
I'm
can't.
like,
No.
that's all I can say.
Mm-mm.
I can't do it.
No, I'm not gonna eat pork with a pink in it. I don't want any kind of poultry that's got pink in it. No.
Right.
That's just dangerous.
Can't do it. It just seems so uncooked to me.
Mm-hmm. I've
But
watched
so guess what? I give it to them.
yeah. One of the cooking shows I was watching and they were preparing duck breast.
Uh-huh.
And you would think that you would cook a duck breast all the way through. Well, they did not. And a matter of fact, I think it was on chop. And the person did cook it all the way through because that's normally how we cook it. And
Right.
they told her it was overcooked. I'm like, the other guy, duck breast had blood run out of him. Like, I'm not eating that.
Oh my God, no.
That's like food poison waiting to happen. I'm not going to eat that.
Right.
I was like, I never have known. If anything, even learning from old school, my grandma and them, you cook your chicken, anything like that, you cook that completely done. You don't have
Well,
any in that.
at these 5-star restaurants,
Mm-hmm.
these fine dining restaurants,
Mm-hmm.
that's how they cook they stuff. However you want it, that's how they cooking it.
I'm like, well, I'm gonna
I
need
worked at
you.
a 5-star. I worked at a fine dining.
Uh-huh.
And it just amazed me how they would come in and literally want their pork chop like really burnt on both sides
Mm-hmm.
and raw and literally raw in the inside.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now I've heard of a steak like that. They
Yeah.
call it a Boston,
Mm-hmm.
but I've never heard of it with a pork chop.
I
I was
don't do
too
that.
through.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask you to take that back. I can't do that. Mm-mm. I like my certain things. I just think you should cook well. Well done. Cook it all the way through. I feel
Right.
safer. I've had a bad experience with chicken. before not being cooked all the way through. And
Yes.
I'm gonna tell you something, it messes up your whole day to bite into a
That's,
half cooked chicken breast.
that's another reason why I don't eat chicken now.
Hmm.
Another reason. Went to Hooters one year
Hmm.
and ordered some. They had some little chicken sandwiches.
Hmm.
Bit into it, and it was completely raw.
See,
Oh my God. I wanted to cry.
I don't eat. Now this is strange, but I don't eat other people's baked chicken.
Uh-uh.
I don't
I don't
trust it.
trust it.
I've had a bad experience where I cut into it and some blood came out, and I can't. That no, I do not eat. I won't even. I will never order baked chicken at a restaurant.
No, ma'am.
So, and I'm probably not going to eat it at somebody's house unless I know that they know how to cook. I
Right.
just don't trust it. I don't know why I had that one bad experience. And once I eat something, just like I told you about the sweet potato pie, once I eat something, I have a bad experience, I don't eat it again. So, I don't eat baked chicken in restaurants. I don't eat baked chicken pretty much anywhere.
That's the lamb.
Oh, that looks good. What's so big for lamb chops?
It's the blade chop.
Hmm.
So I couldn't tell you what part that is, but I just know it's that.
We're gonna say it's near the shoulder blade.
Right.
If it's a blade chop, we say it's near the shoulder blade. That's close enough.
This my first time having the blade chops.
Hmm.
I did this because I always do the lamb chops and
Hmm.
I always do the leg of lamb.
Hmm.
So I wanted to do a different part of the lamb.
Okay.
So our green beans are smelling so good.
Oh, they look so pretty and green. I like the way when you cover them up, they normally keep their color a little bit better.
Yes. Yes, they look good and they smelling good.
I know it does. In my head, your kitchen smells like a little bit of New Orleans and some sage.
I'm telling you, that's what I smell. I actually smell the andouilles
Hmm.
and the cranberries and the
Hmm.
season from the lamb.
Yep.
So it's smelling a little Christmassy with
Hmm.
the turkey and stuff.
Hmm. Hmm. And you know
And
what? That's something I noticed. A lot of people are not doing turkey this year.
right.
Hmm. Sometimes it's just way more trouble than it's worth. Even though you
It,
can make some really good leftovers out of it, but still.
it is. It's just I feel like everybody is like, us growing up with our parents,
Hmm.
we are moving on. We doing different stuff every year for Thanksgiving now or
Yep.
for Christmas. It's like, yeah, it's still a family thing, but
Hmm.
we're venturing off and doing different things.
Yeah. I know one year we did, I guess you can say just New Orleans style everything. We had
Uh-huh.
shrimp and grits, we had gumbo, we had etouffee, we had all kinds of stuff. Man, it was so good. Seafood pasta, you name it, we had it. And it was really good. But then the day after, I felt like, did we actually eat Thanksgiving?
Right, right.
I'm so because your mind and your taste buds is so used to eating your turkey and dressing and all that stuff that when
Uh-huh.
you do switch it up, you're like, no, wait a minute, did I actually eat? Did I really eat a Christmas meal? Or, yeah.
Right. Yep. I just, we had Thanksgiving at work the other day.
Hmm.
I was just like, these kids don't want this. But
Hmm.
it actually surprised me because they really did want it. I,
Wow.
they must don't do, because a lot of people don't do Thanksgiving
Uh
in
huh.
their families. So I was like, that was a good thing to do for them because they ate us out.
Wow.
I
Well,
mean, I
think
didn't
about
have
it.
nothing left.
A lot of them are probably not going to make it home for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that's true
So,
too.
yeah, they were looking at you had a traditional food, and that makes you homesick. To be honest with you, you know it does.
Right,
Yeah,
Right.
a lot of them probably was like, man, we're not gonna make it home to eat this with our families, but they probably were grateful that you did it at school.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
They always be like, man, y'all feed us good. It's not the average college menu.
Mm-hmm. Now, what is that?
Okay, these are my sweet potatoes
Oh, okay.
that I rub with the cinnamon butter.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they look so good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now, I'm gonna do a little bit different dish. I'm gonna do bourbon glazed sweet potatoes.
And I'm going to add some Make It Smart into my cranberry sauce.
Okay. Now, Baker's Mark is what? Not Baker's, Maker's Mark.
It's a bourbon.
Oh, see, that's what I'm talking about. That's why I just said I'm doing bourbon glazed sweet potatoes this year. And
Yeah,
it's probably gonna be a little bourbon on that ham.
yeah. Yeah. And this is my cranberry sauce.
Yeah, that's gonna be good.
Yeah, I be cooking all this food like it's just more than me.
Mm-hmm.
It's just
But
me.
sometimes it's hard to cook a small amount.
It is. Every
Mm-hmm.
time for me.
Mm-hmm.
I cook so much at work and then my private chef, I do a lot. So when I'm at home, I be like, okay, Mo, just get a little stuff. It don't work like that. It
Mm-hmm.
always end up being enough for the next day.
Yep.
And I don't eat leftovers. Leftovers.
Okay, wait now.
Uh-uh.
See, I'm at
Only
the
certain,
refrigerator.
only certain stuff that I
Uh-huh.
would eat is spaghetti, chicken and dressing, and meatloaf. Other
Hmm.
than that, I don't want it. Oh,
Wow.
and some beans.
Wow.
But anything else,
Hmm.
I don't want it.
Well, now I have to go with you on that one because there's certain foods I'm not gonna eat warmed over either. So
Right. I just
yeah.
don't.
It's just like it's certain foods that most people are doing their prep cooking now and making certain things ahead. I cannot eat. I don't want warmed over macaroni and cheese. If I make it, I want to make that the day of the holiday because I like it to be hot right then. Now I can eat it the next day, but the first round I cannot eat it warmed over. I have to
Oh,
eat it and make that fresh that morning.
it's got to be fresh then. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can't do that.
Yep. I'm like you.
And
I'm there
I used
girl.
to be a mac and cheese person.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if it's not my mac and cheese, I ain't even gonna lie. I really don't want it
Uh,
because everybody be trying to put all this extra stuff in mac and cheese. My
mm-hmm.
girl ain't mac and cheese. She ain't
Mm-hmm.
never put no egg in there.
Hmm. Now
And
I
I
didn't learn about the whole egg thing until maybe a couple of years ago because we never did it like that either.
no,
So I was like, why you need the egg? Well, that
I
just holds it together. Okay, I don't like mine held together. I like
right.
the glue. I don't want it. I don't like to slice my macaroni and cheese. I
I
mean, it should
want it
be,
on my
yeah, it's supposed to move. I mean, it's supposed to be
right.
creamy. Yeah. But I was like,
Yeah,
oh, it holds it together. I'm like, I don't want it held together. I don't want
I,
to block the macaroni and cheese.
they don't care.
Mm-mm.
I do have my website up,
Okay.
but I'm not all the way finished with it yet.
Mm-hmm.
So once I get it up, all the way up, I will text you or email you my website.
Okay.
And oh, I just got my Georgia LLC.
All right, man.
So I'm excited about that. Trying to venture off in something different. My seasonings will be on the website. in December.
Mm-hmm.
I will have available meal prep, healthy meal prep menus that
Mm-hmm.
I will offer with prices. I have certain pricing that I'll make the menu for you, give
Mm-hmm.
you all the instruction to cook the meals.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And let me see. I'm just focusing on that and
Mm-hmm.
the seasonings and the private catering and stuff like that right now.
Okay. Well, ma'am, you are busy because that's a
Yeah,
lot by itself, just that.
it is.
And
It's a
still cooking at school.
right. But when you're trying to get somewhere different, you
Gotta
can't
do it.
procrastinate. And I
You're
have to
right.
keep a lot on my plate just so I don't procrastinate. Because I
Mm-hmm.
will. Like literally.
And you're right about that. You do have to stay on it.
Yes. It's something that you have to really be focused on. And I can be sleep. And I'm telling you, I have some seasonings go through my hair.
Mm-hmm.
I jump up right then and just write it down.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes I just get in the kitchen and just mix seasonings together.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I use the fresh herbs,
Mm-hmm.
and I have a dehydrator where I dry them out.
Okay.
Then I make my seasonings from that.
Mm-hmm.
It's really cool.
I
I'm
got
just
into cooking with more herbs and different things a couple of years ago, and I started growing my own too.
yeah, that's a good thing.
Yep.
It is really a good thing.
I didn't think I'd like basil as much as I do. I started growing fresh basil and making your spaghetti sauce. Oh my God. It's like it makes it a whole lot better. When you
Yes, your fresh pizzas,
mm-hmm.
all that good stuff.
Yep.
Yes, it's good. Okay, so I'm going to plate up.
All right.
These green beans smell so good.
They look good.
This is my first time cooking them like this,
Uh-huh.
but they smell so good.
But this gives somebody a different idea of different stuff to cook around the holidays. So we're just not sticking to the same old traditional thing. Just kind of give you a little bit something different to kind of consider. And I know a lot of people who actually have never done the traditional turkey and dressing, chicken and dressing, all that stuff. They've
Yeah,
always had different meals.
it's crazy because we have so many different um, people from different places in our school.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a guy from Egypt come through last week and was like, we had some cornbread dressing and
Mm-hmm.
we had beans and potatoes. And he didn't know what neither one of those was.
Wow.
I had to explain to him what each one was.
Uh-huh.
And he was like, we don't do this where I'm from. I was like, wow.
Now the dressing I get because that is purely a huge Southern thing that most
Right.
people don't, unless you're from the South some kind of way, you don't do dressing. And that
Right.
somebody posted the other day, we're making stuffing. I'm like, okay, where you from? We do not eat stuffing. Stuffing comes out of a box. That is not what we eat. We eat dressing.
We
So
eat
if you
dressing,
make the
man.
stuffing, if you make the stuffing, I'm not eating it. I'm gonna eat dressing.
I'm definitely not eating.
Mm-mm. I've
I'm
had
definitely not
the
eating.
unfortunate incident to went to a Christmas party with one of my kids a couple of years ago, and the party was catered. And if you went by smell, everything smelled good. If you even went by sight, most of it looked good. some things can go. It's a little overcooked right there, but either way, it looked okay. But oh my God, when she uncovered the dressing, which was actually stuffing, because it was made with just light bread, and I'm like, I got tickled. I'm like, okay, next year, if y'all will pay me, I'll make y'all some dressing. This is terrible.
It's made with light bread.
That stuffing is not made with cornbread most of the time. It's just
I don't want
exactly. I told you get it in a bag at the store.
I don't want
and you just put the broth over it. And I'm like, no, it's gummy. Because if you cook it a certain way, it's just wet wet light bread. It's terrible. And that's what that person was calling their dressing. That's one of the times you don't go, can you step in the back? Let me show you how to really make dressing, because this is not it. This is called wet light bread. Yeah, I'm like, don't do that again. And it tasted. And we were taught not to be rude, of course.
Right.
Put the food on your plate. So I have developed this method of how to avoid eating bad food. If you put it on the plate, just move it around a couple of times. People don't notice that you really didn't eat it. Now I just told my secret, so somebody's gonna watch me from here on out and go, okay, she didn't eat that. But I'm serious, because I don't like to hurt people's feelings, and I don't want anybody going, oh my gosh, she was too good to eat that. So if you say taste it, but I'm telling you now, if it is not what it's supposed to be like, I'll move it around a couple of times. I can't eat it. But I was tickled because the people in the room were like, oh my God, that's the best dressing I ever had. I'm like, you poor child. You clearly have never had dressing before. If you think this is good, oh my God. My daughter was like, Mama, if they had yours, they blow their mind. I'm like, yeah. Right. They think this is dressing and it's good. Something is bad wrong. But you get it and move it around on the plate a couple of times, and you hide it under something else. And then you keep moving on.
I don't see how they eat stuff.
I don't want any. Thank you very much.
Everybody have their choice of their own.
Yeah, everybody got their own likes. Yep. But that's one of those things. I'm like, no, that's okay.
Right, like I'll pass on that.
Yeah, I'm good. I'll let you just have that.
I don't want it.
Now, do you ever use mint jelly or use any mint when you do your lamb?
Honey. Yeah. So in my seasoning, I forgot I did chop up some fresh mint, put it in on the lamb. And I also took some mint and I put it in the cranberry sauce.
Oh, I know that's good. Now, my good imagination, I can tell you what it smells like now.
It smells so good in here.
No, it does.
My friend keep peeking around like, did you make me some too?
No, they're waiting on the plate. Now look, they got to come on and to be the taste tester, and they got to tell us how good it is.
Let me find her.
Tell Fred, come on. She got to taste the food for us. So tell her she has to be the audience.
She's so scary.
Oh my God! Oh, come on. So she got to be the studio audience. So she get to taste the food when the chef gets finished. She hide. Y'all know I'm sitting here cold. I'm actually sitting in the house and can't get my hoodie on because I got a scarf on my head. I'm in a big old Wonder Woman. Can y'all see that?
You got taste this.
My Wonder Woman sweatshirt. I'm sitting in the house, fully dressed, freezing. The heat is on. I'm cold.
You freezing?
Yes, it is cold to me.
Okay. Well, I need to test. Hold on.
There we go. Got us a taste tester.
Yes.
So you have to do the whole studio audience thing. You know, when cooking shows, when you get to taste the food,
Okay.
act it out and everything.
Okay. That's it. Well, I ain't gonna act because I already know it's good.
Oh, there you go.
Look, I already know.
You make all of the faces and stuff too.
Oh, I already know it's good. Look. Oh wow.
And I know she played it up pretty.
I didn't mean to say cuss word. Can I say that? You already said
it. I didn't even hear you.
I already know it's good. Like,
It's mostly adult anyway, so we
I'm
good.
not exactly. It's delicious. And then the way she seasoned this is the plate.
Oh, pretty. I like that.
And I like the way she seasoned the lamb. She seasoned different than other people. Whatever she do.
Take a picture of that for me and send it to me, please, so I can post it with your picture. So before you start digging in and tearing the plate up.
And you still have the game, but she has like a season with the game. Like most people can't. I don't know. It just tastes like lamb. But with your food, she has a season to it. So I don't know what you do before you cook it, but whatever you do, it has season to it. And I like it. Yeah. Okay, let me see if I can take a picture. Oh, can you take a picture before I slice it?
Yeah, take a picture before you slice into it.
Okay.
Now, you know all us home chefs. Since we've been at home from the pandemic, everybody's been posting food pictures.
Girl, I forgot. But it's okay. I'm here. You can go ahead. Oh, no, take a picture. I got a picture right here. Okay.
All right. That looks so pretty.
That's delicious. All right, look at that. Ooh, she ain't even ate it yet. No, but I look, look how the juice is coming out. That's delicious.
I said she could smell it and tell it's gonna be delicious.
But the juice is coming. Oh. The way you
smacking it must be good.
The way she seasoned. Coming. I'm back.
Can you see me?
The way you season, it's like it tastes like lamb, but it's seasoned with a little bit of game. But you rub it in, I don't know what you use, but it tastes like a steak and a lamb and steak combination. I don't know. But anyway, can I eat my food now?
Yes.
I did, but I said it's like a steak. Okay, so if you don't like lamb, it doesn't taste like lamb. The way she seasoned it is like a steak. I just have a little bit of the wild game, but it's not even to the point where you're like, oh, I know it's lamb. I don't know. How do you season it? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Because most people when I eat lamb from other people, it tastes like lamb. With her, it doesn't taste like lamb. It has, just.
That's how she know how to hook it up.
A marinated steak. She marinated so well. It's just like, oh my God. I don't know if I'm saying anything, but that's, it's just.
She is very good taste tester.
A lot of people are scared because they might taste a lamb and be like, oh, it's lamb. But it doesn't taste like lamb. It tastes like steak. And then it's tender. You slice it. Oh my God. It's very tender.
Yep. That is a beautiful plate. Okay.
Yes.
Now see to me that looks like a really pretty Thanksgiving or Christmas plate, or just whenever we want something.
I don't
Yeah.
even know how she make it like that. Cause
Mhm.
no, really, how do you make it?
It's non-traditional,
Yep.
but it's still got some traditional things in it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
sweet potato. Oh, let me try the sweet potato.
The sweet potatoes and the
Oh,
cranberry.
this is your famous
I put some Grand Marnier in the cranberry sauce.
Oh, okay. Okay, I got you. Mm-hmm.
And I rubbed it with the
I'm gonna go by the head nods and it's good.
because they see.
No,
She
oh,
like-
see, oh no, it has a
Can
little
you see
kick.
me?
It got a little kick to it.
Mm-hmm.
That lamb is off the chain though, but everything, but it blends in. So you got the look, like most people probably would have put trying to like make the lamb a little spicy. You had a blend with the sweet and the spice to the sweet potato. Yeah. Mm.
Okay. Now tell me about the green beans.
Oh.
She's
Oh,
like,
that
wait a
mushroom?
minute.
Oh. Oh. Mushroom. It's like a buttery.
Mhm.
It has a buttery taste. Mm. I like the mushroom because it give it like a meaty taste.
Mhm.
But if you was like a vegetarian, you can substitute that without like the meat part.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's what I like about it.
Hmm. All right, Chef. I'm gonna go with the studio audience. It's good.
But she got down on everything, even with the sweet potatoes. It has a sweet and a little kick to the heat.
Mhm.
Kick to the heat, but it's not it's not a hot. Well, I would say what is it? What is it, a hot or no? Yeah, it's hot, more spicy. It's not spicy.
Right.
It's a hot. It has a kick to when you taste the sweet. The after fact, you taste the heat.
Yeah.
Okay.
And, string beans is off the chain. Has a buttery taste to it. The lamb, which you can't even tell that is lamb. Whatever you use, I didn't see you cook it. I didn't even see her cook it. If you want to see, I didn't cook it. But I like the fact that it doesn't taste like a lamb.
Mhm.
It has a steak feel taste to it.
Good. 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 Good.
Thank you, best
Okay.
friend.
She now
No,
has.
I don't know, but this is freestyle, so I don't know.
Look, you now have a job as the built-in taste tester, studio audience person.
I mean, she didn't. No, really, I was freestyle. I didn't know what was going on. I'm in the other room. She said,
No,
"Come."
you did good.
You
No.
did good. Thank you, best friend.
Okay, but
She
this
did
is
good. She did good. She's like, look, I'm going to finish my food.
water.
She's like, it's over with now.
I said, I'm done.
Right.
That's the benefit of being in the studio audience. You get to taste the food.
Right.
You can tell everybody else how good it is.
She always tastes my food. She love when I cook.
Mm-hmm.
Cranberry. I'm sorry. The cranberry.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Oh, she had to come back.
Cranberry sauce,
Uh-huh.
which goes well with the sweet potato and then little kick. All three seasonings just blend. I have a well balance of it.
Okay.
I like that cranberry sauce.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, I forgot this. No, because you got the kick with the heat, and then with the sweet potato and then the cranberry sauce is like the sugar, salt, heat, and everything. But it's balanced perfectly. So you got sweet, heat, and sugar.
Yes.
Good deal.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to eat now.
Thank you, friend. I'm going to eat now.
Right.
Oh my goodness. That looks so good. So I'm hoping that the folks that are watching or to watch the video can know, and we don't have to just stick to the traditions. I mean, we're at that point where we can start creating our own traditions, our own food things that we want to do on the holidays. And to me, that would be a great meal to kick it off with. And it's simple and it's a complete meal.
Right.
because we need to get away from that 5 meats and 17 sides and
Oh my God. Yeah. Like I gotta fix 3 different plates to get everything. Like
Exactly.
out of that.
Which means we are overeating badly.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that looked like a good meal. It looks pretty easy to make. So thank you so much. I appreciate it. Tell friend I said thank you for the studio audience review.
I sure will. Thank you so much. I will send a picture to you so you can tag it in that.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Do you want to say anything else about your business, or you want to talk about what you're going to be doing next?
Well, next I will be still working on the seasonings. They will be posted to my website in December.
Mm-hmm.
I am actually going to have some in some little corner stores in my area.
All right.
I'm working on a pop-up shop for my seasonings in the Atlanta area. I will be sending some home to Arkansas for samples for people to try stuff, before they purchase.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just steady just growing my business.
There you go.
Every day, doing something different, adding something different.
That's how you do it. That's how you do it. All right. Well, let me close it, but stay on because I want to get a picture real quick before you go, okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you all so much for tuning in tonight. I hope you enjoy Chef Mo hooking it up in the kitchen. She made, now you tell what you made because I don't want to mess up the name. What you did.
I had a holiday season lamb, the lamb chops, and I had the oven sweet potatoes with a Maker's Mark cranberry sauce. And I have green beans, skillet green beans, mushrooms with andouille, grounded andouille.
All right. All right. So there's a holiday idea for you for a meal. If you just don't want to do the turkey and dressing, chicken and dressing, the usual things, get you some lamb chops and hook them up like Chef Mo did. Now, to get the recipe or to see what she did, you'll have to watch the video again. So make sure that you do that. It's on my page. Again, if you hadn't liked us just yet, go to the latest Sound Wonder Lowe on Facebook and on YouTube and subscribe. Hit that little bell when you subscribe on YouTube, and that way, every time I post a video, you'll get notified, and that way you can see it right offhand. So thank you again, Chef Mo. I appreciate you. Tell a friend I said thank you, and y'all have to have a good Thanksgiving.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, yeah, and I always enjoy having you on and cooking up some stuff. So, we're going to do it again later on in the year because we got to cook up some stuff for 2021. So,
right.
But thank you all for tuning in. So, we will see you next week. We'll be in December. Yeah. So guess what? We're getting ready to talk about Christmas stuff. So
right.
Next week we'll have some good stuff going on. Next Tuesday at 7 p.m. right here in the Ladies Lounge Wonder Lowe. I'm your host, and I will see y'all next week. Happy Thanksgiving. God bless you. This day and always is what we say at my church. So y'all have a good and safe, happy Thanksgiving. See you later. Bye.
Bye.